is Friday with more of our special series, Life-Saving Lessons and how to keep our beloved pets safe from harm.
From socks to tennis balls to chocolate, dogs are known for eating things they're not supposed to. So would you know what to do if your dog got violently ill? Veterinarian Dr. Gene Solomon is here to help keep our pets out of trouble. He also happens to be my dog's vet.
It's so nice to meet you.
Gene, how are you? Okay, so these are the no-no foods, and we always hear about chocolate
and grapes.
So what's
but there are others.
Yeah. So what's up with chocolate?
Well, chocolate, as you can see, there's a bunch of different types of chocolate here.
Yeah.
Starting with the chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Which is the worst.
These are the worst.
Which is the
Why
worst
is
on
that?
the table here.
Why?
Because it's a combination of the chocolate as well as the coffee. They both have toxic elements that can cause a dog to go into hyperactivity, seizure, and death.
Wow.
And it doesn't take a lot for either a small dog up to a large dog to ingest
And sometimes
it.
they dig into something, and before you know it, it's
or
empty.
they do it when you haven't seen them do it, you don't know what they've eaten.
They're very common coffee table items. Dogs can just pick them and eat them.
We'll talk about what to do if they ingest in a minute, but grapes aren't great either.
Grapes, first of all, dogs love grapes and raisins. They love to eat them. They can cause the dog to go into kidney failure with a fairly small amount of ingestion, and it's something that needs to be addressed by your veterinarian.
Okay, avocado, onion, like things you don't think
weird
about.
All this. All of this is what we've heard. It's so good for you.
Yeah,
but it's so bad for dogs.
Yeah.
The onions, the scallions, very bad as far as causing red blood cell problems, cause lysis of the red blood cells, needs to be addressed immediately. Most of the items, as far as the scallions and the onions, can be hidden as far as being in steaks and sauces and other things where you might not know they're there.
Okay, so if your dog ingests any of these items, avocado or medication, which is no, what should you do, Gene?
Well, anything that you know that they've ingested, the first thing to do is if you have something in the house, something as simple as hydrogen peroxide.
Right. Most people do.
A small dog you can make the dog drink a little hydrogen peroxide.
How do you do that?
Well, either with a little oral syringe and let them drink slowly at about 1 teaspoon for about a 5-pound dog per dog. You can also pour a little peroxide, mix it with a little bit of like oatmeal or a little baby food so the dog will eat it. Something that they'll ingest. There's also charcoal capsules that you can give. And there's dosages on the bottle.
That's for people as well with poison.
Exactly. Or you can get to your veterinarian and they can actually provide something to make the animal vomit as well as provide charcoal.
Okay, and if they throw up, does that mean it's fine and you don't have to go to the vet? Or
depending on whatever it is that they've eaten. They all have different toxicities and the veterinarian will be able to tell what needs to be done as far as other things.
Scary.
That is scary. This is something you had, Kath. Your dog was choking on something.
Yeah, Bambino, I gave him a little treat like I do every morning, his little doggy treat, and it was just not going down. I could tell he was going, and
so what should you do?
Well, the biggest thing with choking is prevention. That's the most important thing, is keeping things around the house that they're going to be able to swallow, like little balls or socks. Try to pick those things up, and it's a good lesson for children anyway. But if the animal is choking, and you notice that something's either lodged in their mouth, the first thing to do is you don't try to get it out of their mouth. Because if you enter into the dog's mouth, the reflex is for the dog to shut and the person gets bitten. That's no good. But if the dog is choking, to get the dog up and allowing gravity to kind of work with it.
Turn him upside down?
As best you can, with the head down and with a pressure from the rib cage and with either gentle compressions down and a motion to try to dislodge and get whatever object is out. But again, not trying to get into the mouth.
Yeah, I would have done that first. Okay.
We're out of time, but this is so important. This is one last. Can you make it like a couple of seconds here?
Child-proofing, dog-proofing
too.
Okay. So electric cords, electrocution can cause the dog to go into cardiac arrest. It is obviously something you need to
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you to my vet. All right.
We've got all those tips on our website.
Yes, klgandhoda.com.